Welcome back. 307 Reacts. I did that even with a busted finger, dude.
That was good.
Matt, Chris, Ronnie behind the camera, making the magic happen. But most importantly, you're sitting out there in the audience, and you're making this worth it for us and for you guys and for everyone around us. So thank you guys for being here. On the screen in front of us, well, I think this takes a little bit of an introduction because we had ourselves an experience, yesterday, which for you guys will be a weekend yesterday, right? Something like that.
Was it yesterday?
It was Saturday. It was Saturday. Yeah, okay. So 2 days ago, a week and 2 days ago, we had ourselves an experience.
Yes.
We were on the Elsewhere podcast with Kat and Skullz.
Yes.
And
fantastic time.
That's basically the extent of the depth of my knowledge of kind of what we got into. But you're better at kind of describing how these things work. So
music, cars, vibrators, and a big announcement.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's all wrapped up in that episode. So guys, be sure to go to the Elsewhere podcast, check it out. If you guys need a link, if you go to our community tab under our channel, it'll be like the first post, maybe the second post there, and boom, you click on it, it'll take you right to it.
Oh, okay, perfect. And also if you type in XX Cat XX or something like that
with a K.
Yeah, with a K. Her name will come up, and that's where all the podcasts are found. So you can go to her page and
you know what? We'll put a link to both their pages.
Throw her a subscription while you're there because I know she would appreciate it. So, so we were on her podcast. We went for almost 4 hours. So it was a
we
doozy.
went for more than 4 hours, or was it shy?
It was just shy of 4 hours, I think. But it was. I listened to a little bit of it today at work. Listened back to it, but man, it was a doozy. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We got into a lot of shit. So worth a listen, worth the subscription, and in that podcast, obviously, like we mentioned, was Skullz, and he does. I don't know what his actual name is. Do you?
Come to think of it, I don't have a clue.
I know him by Skullz. That's how I know him. But that's okay.
It could be a Matthew. Could be Brandon.
Could be.
He kind of strikes. He kind of strikes me as a Matt. Okay. He's kind of got that kind of skater vibe. Like every Matt I've ever known has a skater vibe.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have
of course you wouldn't.
No idea what you're talking about.
Right?
Nope, never heard of it. Skater vibe. Nope, never. Don't know it. Anyways,
do you know Matt Zoller? Shouts out to Matt Zoller.
I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
No. Oh, okay. Well.
Anyways.
Skater vibe. He drives Subarus now. So.
Oh well. Yeah, that's just apple doesn't fall far from the Matthew tree. You know what I mean?
Apparently,
that's just how she works. Anyways, so Skullz does rap stuff. He just recently recently did. I don't know. I think he's still in it, or maybe by now he's not in it anymore.
As far as that contest,
the Knox Hill thing,
yeah, he ended up winning that.
Oh, okay. Oh, dope, perfect. Okay, so Knox Hill. If you guys don't know who Knox Hill is, he's got millions of followers. Go check him out. But yeah, he released this challenge where the best reaction to his new song would get something. He did something.
I don't know. They just win.
He just won. I don't know. He won. He won the contest. So. I don't know, gets a little recognition for that. Pretty dope, though. Like, super cool that he went out and did that and got it, dude. That's pretty cool. And he said that's all thanks to his followers. So, way to go there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's worth going out and checking that out. It was awesome. So we're gonna check out one of Skullz' rap videos. Yeah, because we really haven't.
Yeah. Now he told me if you guys have trauma related to drug abuse and different stuff like that. He said, this is probably not the video for you, which I get that. This is going to be kind of like a Balloons and Beaches thing, or who was the other one? Dead on Arrival by I Prevail.
Okay.
Kind of along those lines. He says there's some real heavy shit in here, but we're going to get into it. I guess his brother was an actor in this.
Oh, okay. So gotcha.
You're going to get to see some family
We're just going to say that we watched Dead on Arrival and it wouldn't let us post it, right? That's what we're going to say with that one? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we were missing half the shit to
post
that's
it. Not... We're professionals, man.
Yeah,
we watched it. Everything went great, but YouTube wouldn't let us post it because of copyrights. That's what happened. That's definitely what happened.
We were filming that for Patreon.
I know. Don't.
I will throw you under the bus every chance I get, okay?
Anyways, let's go. Here we go.
Skullz.
I'm over here trying to be smooth, and you're just like, no.
Nope. We fucked it.
Right here.
What disease you have? Is it in your pocket? Is it in your bag? Is it in your arms? Between your toes? Where you hide your marks? Underneath your clothes? Who you hide them from? Your mom and dad? Do they not care? Or would they use your stash? Do they have their own? Do you steal from theirs? Where you running from? Are you afraid to care? No one ever dares. They're all self-absorbed, judging your vices with all the wrong metaphors. They hate your guts, but they never seen hell before. If they did, they'd lock it away behind reinforced metal doors. Is that what you settled for? You were never sure. When you want out the thought, it never comes premature. Man, with that needle, you could end a war and quiet all the broken promises you said before. You are just so sick and tired.
Okay.
Drove into the arms of lions.
So
Damn.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's real. It's definitely real. He mentioned something about I'm not gonna be able to recall it well enough, but he mentioned something about like you want to make the choice to quit, you know, like when you don't have it or whatever, or like when you're in the moment or something like that, you want to be like, okay, I'm done with it or whatever. But you can't make that choice when you're in it, you know.
Yeah.
Like all that goes away the second the needle comes back or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I can't remember how he laid that out, but I liked the way he basically said, you know, like that thought can't come prematurely if you're already doing the thing, right? Like you think about that stuff, but it's like you think about that while you're doing it, and it's like, well, you know, it's
and then at that point,
vicious
it's
cycle
like,
kind of stuff.
You're
Yeah,
already there. Like,
crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man, like it's a heavy video for sure, and like I just like how he brings the song in and introduces. He's like he addresses the audience that he's trying to target.
Yeah,
which is the audience who does struggle with this, right? Because he goes, "Are you the person? Are you the person? Do you hide? Do you do?" Like those questions targets a specific audience, and he wants them to hear the message because he has something important to say.
Yeah, that's true.
And like I like that.
That's a good way to set up the delivery for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go back 5. Keep going. Oh,
I was gonna say, mix. What do you think on the mix?
You know, shout out to Skullz. I know you told us in the podcast you do all your own mixing, right? I believe it was all his own mixing. I know he does all of his own video shooting, editing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so for doing all that stuff on your own, man, perfect. It sounds great. Again, it's hard to do. It's hard to do leveling when it comes to different social media platforms. I can't even do that shit right. Like I oftentimes will end up making things too loud, and then it gets distorted when it gets played back on on different platforms, especially on like Facebook.
For some reason, Facebook
is
one.
rough. I don't know what their like compression level thing is, or their luff reading. I don't know what it is for Facebook, but it's crazy over there. So it's tough to do. Like the mix is a little quiet overall, but like everything is mixed well. It's
I think the only thing that I could critique on the mix is the vocals during the
verse.
Verse? Thank you.
There you go.
Not the verse. The chorus. The hook.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
The hook.
All right.
That was the word I was looking for. I would like to hear the vocals boosted just a little bit more, because I can hear the intensity in your voice, and you're putting a lot of wind behind it. I just don't hear a lot of vocal over the beat.
Or maybe even double it up or something, you know.
Yeah,
like just
definitely. When it comes to especially singing vocals, I know you said you don't really mess with that too much. And when it comes to like singing, make sure that you double them. Like almost every time.
So, and maybe we can have a conversation about it off the camera or whatever. But like, I know that like industry secret that I've learned that I use on almost everything that I do. Take one audio track and auto tune it, and it's gonna sound weird and kind of not very good. But leave that in the mix very, very low, and then take another track and sing raw on top of that, like just right next to it, and layer those two together as a double. So your double it won't sound like one voice repeating layered over itself like a weird robotic sound. It'll actually sound like two people singing against each other, which is kind of like industry secret, man. Pros do that thing all the time. Like they do so many vocal layers, it's insane. They'll do like 4 or 5 layers of that. But yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, boost the vocals up in the chorus for sure. Just a little dynamic changes and things like that. But yeah, overall, man, I think it sounds great. Let's keep going.
Drove into the arms of lions. Pins and needles, the fire. They will make it worth your while. Are you in pain? Do you have a script? Or is it left over from your herniated disc? Are you even there? Can you hear my voice? Have you struggled so long that it doesn't feel like a choice? Are you getting help? Does it do you good? Your psychiatrist, does he beat around the bush? What's he prescribing you? Lexapro, Xanax, it barely lets you function, but you can at least manage a dose to dull the panic. But now you never smile. The kids can't get you to play, so they feel like they're on trial. They don't understand.
Wow.
All right, man. Okay, so wow, there's a conversation here that we could have that's like a big conversation, right? Like, that line where he said, is it something about is it the problem you're having, or is it the leftover pills from your herniated disc? You know, was it like you had so many? You know, like what I'm getting at is. With an insurance card, right? You go in and you get a prescription for something. Oftentimes they give you way more than you actually need, right?
Yeah.
Like you're sick, they'll prescribe you like 60 aspirin at however, you know, right? And give you a huge amount of them.
Yeah.
You're gonna need them. You're gonna have them for way longer than you're actually sick for, right? So it creates
when I hurt my back, they gave me hydrocodones, right?
Yeah, hydros, man.
And they gave me like I think 40 of them, and they were like, okay, you're gonna take 2 a day for a week.
And you're like,
that adds up to like 14, bro.
Yeah,
like
why'd you give me 30 more?
Yeah, like what the hell?
So that kind of a weird thing too, like the overprescribed amount of pills. And then he comes back right after that to talk about the therapy. Like your therapist, what are they prescribing you? Xanax, you know, Zoloft, whatever it is. It turns you into a robot, you know, like this drone basically that just kind of like no emotion, no happiness, no sadness, just like gray basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, there's a lot of hot topic debates in this, like for sure. I like the points that he's bringing up a lot.
Yeah.
The kids can't get you to play, so they feel like they're on trial. They don't understand, but they're about to learn. Cause your 1,000-yard stare is worth 1,000 words. I hope you're proud.
Like
you're not
that.
a parent, you're a rival. Another missed opportunity to break the cycle. You are just so sick and tired. Drove into the arms of liars. Pins and needles through the fire. They will make it worth your while. What disease you have? It's not in your pocket. It's not in your bag. It's in your heart. You might call it fear. Abdication of your purpose. Yeah, it's all unfair. It never had to be. You were never broken. Just injected with a dose of everything is hopeless. Maybe by your parents. Maybe by the news. Maybe if you just lived, you'd run into your muse.
Okay, man.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Oh, what do we got? Oh, here we go.
The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new.
Oh, it's Socrates.
I like that.
Okay.
That's good.
And there you go. There's all of his socials right there. Bop.
Skullz on everything.
On everything, all of them. What do you think, man?
Man, that was good. That was really good.
It's tough because like this is you know we just sat down in the room. This is our first reaction for the day, and it's like okay, all right, we're shooting right down into the rabbit hole here. Like wow, we're just getting right into all the hot button topics, man.
Right.
Like, but I mean, it's we talked about it in the podcast. You know, not talking about things that are fake and things like that. You know, like addiction's a real thing. It's a huge problem, and it does run rampant in a lot of families and causes major problems and. Big problem with society right now, and yeah, it's always been a thing, I guess. But
and I like that line he said where he said the disease isn't in your veins, it isn't in a bottle, it's in your heart.
Yeah,
and I like that because we both know a guy that has been struggling with drinking, and he's done much better, but it took him getting into some trouble to get there. And it was funny because we were having a conversation the other day, and he goes, dude, God, that guy come in you could tell he was hammered. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, he goes,
Weird how you can tell that,
yeah.
right?
He goes, man, I thought I was like just getting away, like, oh, nobody knows. And it's like, no, dude, like everybody knows.
And that's the thing, man. Yeah.
And like they try to hide it, but it's like, dude, you can't hide. Like, people see that, and you know they might not say anything, but they see it.
I had a truck driver that worked for me for a while too. That was the same way, you know, and like that's what ended up actually costing him his job eventually. Was you know he got busted for it. So, but it was that thing, you know, like he thought he was hiding it, but man, you could smell that dude a mile away. Like you knew when he was around because he was like, "Whew,
right,
smells like whiskey up in here."
Yeah,
like,
but it was one of those things where he's like, for me, he's like, sure, the craving's still there. He said, but when I realized that, you know, my goals every day were, oh, well, when I get off work, these are my plans. When I get off work, I'm going to go do this. And then, you know, once I get home, I'll have to run and go get some more.
Yeah.
And I'll have to, like, go get, and all of his plans revolved around this.
Yep.
And he goes, now that I don't have that, I find myself having to make new plans and I have to change who I am. And he goes, you know, I made plans to work on my house, do yard work, like,
get things done.
Getting
things done is so accomplishing too, man.
And that's the thing, just like the Socrates quote, work on building the future. Like, don't focus on the struggles in the past that you're currently having. Work towards building something.
Move forward, not sideways. That's a big deal. Big philosophy that I live by is try and move forward, not sideways. Like, how can you make things better? How can you make the situation better? Even if it's a shitty situation, you know, everything's got a sunny side, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's a good side to, well, I guess, you know, again, within reason. I've been saying that since, like, episode 4.
Right.
But, yeah, man, I think it's good. I think
really good.
I think he's totally deserved. I didn't realize he had, 6,000 followers, man.
Yeah.
Like, good on you.
Killing
dude.
it.
I got to do a hat rating. What do you think, man?
Oh.
What do you think?
You know, just my one gripe in the mix, I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
I'm good with that. I like the fact that, I mean, it was shot well, and I like how it was portrayed.
It was.
That, you know, like choose what, you know, like choose
you
the things.
always have a choice.
Choose your future, basically. You know, like don't make the bad choices that are going to lead down this path one way or the other. Like think about the things in your life that you're going to affect by making those decisions. You know, it comes back to say, you know, to kind of put that into relevance with the kid at the end and things like that. And, you know, and at the end of the pill, if you notice, like he dumps the pill out and then it reverses and it goes back in the bottle and then he's with the kid. So so the moral is there. You know, like make the right choices. So man, I love the shooting style. I love that he did it all on his own, especially knowing the fact that he did all the editing and things like that. He worked really hard, dude.
It was really good.
I totally deserving. 4 out of 5. I'm in. I'm good with it.
Well,
now,
Kat, because I know you're gonna be in the comments.
Oh yeah, you're down there. I know you
Let us know what we should react to next.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, if you guys like this video as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Bow. Some merch. Some mouse pad merch.
I don't, not that I know of.
If you send it to us.
Steel series, though, I mean.
We'll put it
That's
on
true.
the desk.
I'll do it, yeah, that's true.
Shout it out every
That's true.
time.
That's true, yeah.
Check out this sick mouse pad.
I will, man.
That we got from Dr. Dre.
That I wouldn't even, that would be framed. I would put that back there somewhere. Like, whoa, what? Huh? Definitely one of those kind of moments.